All right, Brenda, next one here, continuous contact. There were a lot of questions about this. So
Yeah.
walk us through what this one is.
Okay. So this is brand new to USPS. This is the first year we're doing it. It's a 3% discount. And it's basically, we're going to reward you during the months of April 1st through December 31st to do a continuous contact. We're basically going to the same addresses and changing your message throughout. It's like a journey to talk to your customers. I'll give you a quick example. Is like if you take a restaurant, say they do a postcard in April and buy one, get one free. Then they do one in June, a catering special. And then the third one is in July, they do kids eat free. So that was the same restaurant going to the same addresses, but they're changing their messaging. That would qualify for a 3% discount. So you would go ahead and the discount will apply to each mailing following the first mailing. So you would upload the artwork to the mailing promotions portal for approval. They'll see the first one and then you'll send them the second and the third to show that it keeps changing the copy. And then that's how you would get your 3%. And I'll turn it over to Chris now for another example.
Yeah, so just again to put it into play here, right? So when we talk about continuous contact, what we're doing is we're creating a theme and we're building on it with progressive messages. Astute marketers, David, I know you know this too, they'll tell you anywhere from 6 to 10 touches, if you will, right, are going to get the amount of response rate that you're looking for. 8 is the sweet spot, from my understanding. You want to strive for that 8. But as you're progressing through that, here's a great opportunity, folks, to get these touches. And remember, nothing touches you like mail, right? When I touch a mail piece, it touches me back. So you definitely want to have this in here. But as you're doing this campaign, pieces 2, 3, 4, however many you've got there, they're going to get that discount. So when you're talking to your customers and you're planning these campaigns, think about the theme. Think about how I'm going to progressively build upon that, right? To strengthen the image and increase that response rate and register that whole campaign. This is wide open, folks. I'm really salute our postal partners. I'm giving a lot of runway here for the industry to get creative with this. So think about how we can do that and then start registering so that pieces 2 and beyond will get that discount as part of this overall campaign.
Continuous contact is new for this year. This promotion runs 9 months and it doesn't start until April. So back to submit promotion incentive. When available, you'll pick that continuous contact promotion. This is your interface. So this is probably the first time anyone's seeing this. You're going to fill out all these fields. So these are all required here. Campaign title, again, that's for you. That's how you identify what you're submitting. And we all know MSPs are submitting hundreds of samples throughout the year. So this is how you identify quickly on that mailing promotions portal history of your status. We want to see the brand name. So brand name is the brand name of the mail piece, because continuous contact, again, I'm not going to go into the details of the promotion, but you're continually mailing to the same households, whether it's a customer journey or whether it's just another edition of that campaign. You're going to describe how those follow-up mailings relate to the initial mailing. So you need 2 to get the promotion. That's the whole point of continuous contact. So this example, just pretty brief overview. My first mailing targeted a specific customer segment. My second mailing went to those who did not make a purchase, so the messaging was altered to provide them a coupon and hope they would convert. Very easy way to describe your customer journey or your campaigns. We just need to be able to match back all your mail pieces and see that, yeah, they relate. Everyone in February will be choosing this the first time. Is this request related to your previous continuous contact pre-approval? The answer is going to be no. A new field opens up, estimated date of first mailing. Just estimated. Let's keep that in mind. We're just looking to try to match it back, right? If you choose yes on this, you'll be able to cite a previous service request number of an approved continuous contact SR. Throughout the year, you can always come back to the portal. You're doing 40, 50, 60 campaigns building upon each other. You'll always be able to cite that first one here. Mail owner CRIDs for the initial mailing required, and then estimated number of iterations. Of course, no one's going to know this because the success of your campaigns depends on how many more you send out. So initially, you're probably looking at 2 because you're looking for the promotion. If you have 50 down the road, great. But every time you just have to keep putting 1 more. All right, every time you got to click that I affirm I've read the terms and conditions. Select next. We're going to upload supporting documentation and mail piece content. Here's where you're going to upload 3 samples. So we don't need to actually see 3 specific PDFs. We can just see 3 mail pieces in one PDF, however you want to provide this to us. If you also feel the need to send us your customer journey to relate your pieces together, this is where you would update that. Your argument of how these relate and your proof relies on uploading your documentation and filling out those fields. All right, and then once again, we're going to review your pre-approvals.